Hello everyone, this is Shomdatta Chakravarti with class 12 business studies. I had started with the first chapter, nature and significance of management, and now here today I'll be completing the last topic of this chapter. It is my earnest request to all of you, do watch the video till end so that you can have the full knowledge about the subject matter and the chapter. Apart from the 5 functions that we have discussed in the last video, there is yet another function of management which is equally important. This is the function which is called the essence of management. It is a function which brings together all the activities of an organization. That is, it brings harmony in the different activities of an organization so that the objectives of the organization can be successfully achieved. In the screen, you can see a letter C which has been formed by number of people. Here, if there was no harmony among the people, the formation C wouldn't have been possible. So, today's topic is coordination, means bringing harmony in all the activities of the organization. According to McFarland, coordination is the process whereby an executive develops an orderly pattern of group effort among his subordinates and secures unity of action in pursuit of common purpose. Kuntz and O'Donnell has defined coordination as coordination is the essence of management for the achievement of harmony of individual efforts towards the accomplishment of group goals. Here I have given you 2 definitions. There are other management experts who have given a different definition, but the overall thing is that coordination means bringing harmony. In general, it means bringing together all the resources of the organization and all the activities of the organization, and also to bring a harmony, a sense of cooperativeness, brotherlyhood among these 3 things, that is, activities, resources, and the people who are working within it. The key elements of coordination are integration, balancing, and timing. The first element, integration, means to unite all the activities together and their effort also so as to reach the common direction. The next is balancing. It means integrating the activities and effort of different departments that are working independently and to keep a balance between their work so that there is no chaos and confusion. The timing element says that all the activities within the organization should be managed so that there is no interruption in the operating process, due to which there can be delay in the activities of the work within the organization. And this delay in work might result in loss, or you can say in achieving the objectives or target of the organization. Coordination, it is the basic function of every manager, because various departments of the organizations, they are working independently and there is need to relate, and because unless and until we relate all the activities, the work of the organization cannot be completed smoothly. Coordination is a process It is such a process which brings harmony among the different activities of the organization. I've already said you this. So, let us come to discuss the characteristics of the coordination. The first characteristics of coordination is to integrate, is to unite all the activities, brings unity among the group. Second characteristic is to ensure unity of action. Means it is a process, that is, coordination is a process, and effort is made here to create unity among the various activities of the organization. The third one is that it is a continuous process. We coordinate today and we leave it for tomorrow. We do not coordinate, kal coordinate nahi karte, then it will not help the business to achieve its target. Work will not be done in the proper manner. So it has to be done on regular basis, on continuous basis, so that we can maintain the balance among all the activities. It is all pervasive, whatever may be the shape, size, or nature of activities, coordination is required. Even in the game of cricket, you see, coordination is required among the team members, among the players, so that they win the match. Next is coordination is responsibility of all the managers. Now coordination, and it is the responsibility of all the managers that is the top level managers, the lower level managers, and the mid level managers. Next comes, it is a deliberate action, or you can say it is a deliberate function. Now what do you mean deliberate? Willingly we coordinate, we try to bring together all the activities of the organization. We do it purposefully so that we can achieve the target or the objective of the organization. So let me repeat once again the characteristics. The first characteristic is coordination integrates the group effort. Second, it ensures unity of action. Third, it is a continuous process. Fourth, it is all pervasive. Fifth, it is the responsibility of all the managers. And lastly, the sixth characteristic is it is a deliberate function. Knowingly we do it. Now let us discuss the importance of coordination. Why there is a need to coordinate all the activities, the resources, the people, among the people of the organization. The first thing is that the point here we have is the size of the organization. You see, the need of coordination increases with the size of the organization, because the large organizations, there are a number of people who are working within each, and each individual, they have their own needs and objectives and reasons for why they are working within the organization. Now each one of them, they have their individual objectives for working within the organization. Now all these objectives of individuals are coordinated together towards the common goal of the organization. That's why we need coordination. Secondly, functional difference. Now the work of the organization or the activities of the organizations are divided into different departments, sections, divisions, and each and everybody are working in their isolations. Now if they keep on doing whatever they feel like, that will not help the organization to achieve its target. Therefore, the managers, they coordinate the activities, the functions of all the departments, all the sections and the divisions, so that you can minimize the difference among the departments, and we can work as a whole one unit. The third importance is this, that in every organization there is high degree of specialization, and many specialists and experts who are working within it, they are well qualified people, and sometimes they feel that they are the best. Whatever they are doing, they are the best. There is no other who can do better than them. So due to this, there might sometimes arise chaos and confusion and delay in the work. We can forget the competition that is in the market. So to avoid this thing, we need to coordinate the work and make the people more specialized in their benefit in the most special way. Now friends, you'll find two words. One is coordination and the other one is cooperation. Often it is mistaken. Cooperation and coordination, they are mistaken. Now coordination and cooperation, the basic difference between these two are that coordination is done deliberately and cooperation is not done deliberately. It is not a deliberate course of action. Coordination is formal in nature and cooperation is informal in nature. Now let us come to the difference, some more difference between cooperation and coordination. So you see, coordination, it is conscious and deliberate, as I said you, and cooperation, it is a voluntary effort of the employees. Coordination is interdependent upon cooperation, but cooperation is not dependent upon coordination, as it is meaningless without it. Next, you see, coordination is achieved through both formal and informal relationship, but cooperation arises just out of informal relationship, that is friendly relationship. Cooperation has coordination, it has a wider scope, but the scope of cooperation is much narrower. And lastly, it is said that coordination, it is the essence of management. Now, why is coordination said to be the essence of management? There are three reasons behind it. First of all, coordination is needed to be performed at all the functions of management. To plan, we need to coordinate, because we have to create a coordination between the main plan and the supportive plans of different departments. Second, in organizing, you have to coordinate between the different resources, both the human resource and the physical resources. You have to coordinate between responsibility and accountability. Next, in staffing, you have to coordinate between the skills and the job assigned to the different persons. Next, directing function. In directing function, coordination is required to bring coordination between the superior and subordinate. And lastly, in the controlling function, coordination is required between the standard and the actual performance. So you see, we at every level of management, you need coordination. Next is in every functions, and now in every level, whether it is top level, whether it is middle level, or if it is lower level, you need to coordinate the activities of the managers at each and every level. Top level requires to coordinate, to integrate all the activities of the organization. Coordination is required at the middle level to balance the activities of different departments, and at the lower level, coordination is required to integrate the activities of the workers towards the achievement of their goal, the goal of the organization. Now, to conclude this part, I can say, or you can say that the third point is that coordination, it is the most important function of an organization, because if you cannot coordinate among the activities, among the levels of management, among the functions of management, you cannot build a sound organization. You cannot reach the objectives of the organization. The organization will not be able to grow, rather it will not be able to survive, earn profit and grow. So, my dear friends, coordination is said to be the essence of management. With this topic, we come to an end of the first chapter, the nature and significance of management. Hope that you all understood the chapter. If you have any queries, I will just give my mail address. You can write your comments and mail me. You will be answered soon. Thank you. Have a nice day.